say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Sacramento Kings playing against the Charlotte Hornets. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And with the playoffs around the bend, here are the Western standings. Taking a look at Sacramento, currently 8th in their conference, they're hoping to keep that playoff spot.
Well, I think for Sacramento, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And for Sacramento, the duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. Monk and Levine man the backcourt. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Grant, as the season draws to a close, most individual player stats are becoming more solidified.
And that can affect players' mentalities, B.A. Since certain numbers may bring bonuses or trade interests, meanwhile, winning still has to be job number 1.
Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Now here's Dinwiddie. On the wing, Sexton. Plumlee, a screen on Levine. Sexton passes to Plumlee, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, that was a great decision by Sexton. Really reading the defense and making a great pass.
Sexton against Levine. Murray passes to DeRozan. Over Miller. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Murray.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Monk against Dinwiddie. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Bridges. Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
Bridges hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Outside Murray. Pass to Sabonis. Right side Monk. Stolen by Miller. They push it up 4 on 3. Now Bridges. Outside Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee, a screen on Murray. Three-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by Murray. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 2, fresh off a win against the Pacers.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Pass to Murray. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. DeRozan double teamed. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And you can see why Sabonis is considered one of the top rebounders in the game. He's relentless.
Outside Sexton. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Plumlee. Shoots over Sabonis. Plumlee, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Monk passes to Murray. There's the triple. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Well, look, Sabonis has the footwork to get himself in position to finish right at the top.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Bridges. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Murray. Here's Levine. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, taking it into his own hands right there. Levine doing a great job getting to the rim.
Dinwiddie against Monk. Dinwiddie passes to Plumlee. Here's Miller. Over DeRozan. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Miller's got his second basket of the night.
And this is how composed Miller is. He doesn't let physical defense get to him.
Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. Double team on DeRozan. Outside Murray. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
A missing piece was their offensive rebounding. There were just way too many one-and-done possessions for them.
Yeah, they weren't as aggressive on the offensive glass, and that really made a difference in the game.
Bridges finds Plumlee. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. Pass to Murray. DeRozan down low. Check by Sexton. Here's Levine for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. For Charlotte, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Dinwiddie passes to Sexton. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
What you appreciate about Colin Sexton, he's very team-minded offensively, Coach.
Yeah, he sees the big picture, works hard to make smart plays. Sometimes it's a pass, and other times, Brian, it's finishing the possession.
Here's Dinwiddie. Sinks that one from the post. Kings trail by 4. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. with some changes. Saric comes in for Domantas Sabonis, and Ellis is subbed in for Monk. And here's Saric. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. DeRozan outside. Clock at 6. Saric outside to win the cold spell. That one doesn't drop. Charlotte leading by 4. Miller with it. Down low. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Levine for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Levine's got 5 now.
Can't forget about Levine from deep.
Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Murray. Sacramento has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Miller against DeRozan. Miller, the pass to Dinwiddie. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Kings. As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Hornets, their season's basically over, barring some sort of miracle. Some changes for Charlotte. Knipple comes in for Sexton, and it's man in for Dinwiddie. The Kings trailing. Now Ellis, yet to see a basket. Here's DeRozan. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, he's not as explosive inside as he once was, but DeMar DeRozan still gets it done at the rim.
Back to man. Pass to Miller. Plumlee, a screen on Levine. 5 to shoot. And there's Plumlee on the assist from Miller. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Levine surveys the D. Misses the layup. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento. And here's Knipple from the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix. Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Miller. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Saric. Sacramento has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And another miss by Sacramento.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Ellis outside. Pass to DeRozan. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Hornets out in front, leading by 1. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Knipple out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Josh Green. Then there's Grant Williams. Now here's Carter. In his last outing, 10 points for him. McDermott outside. Back to Carter. Lets it fly. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Hornets with a lead. Drives to the hoop. It's tipped. Pass to Ellis. Jumps up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Well, you know, Ellis is usually the guy starting the break with his defense. But this time, he's the one finishing.
He's guarded by Sabonis. Mann with it. Carter's there. And that one's good. Mann's got his first 2 points of the night. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Picked by Sabonis. Carter from outside. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Charlotte is shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. They set the pick. Outside man. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's McDermott. No points yet. Sabonis, the pass to Ellis. The 3. Counted from distance.
Well, that's Ellis's role offensively. Most of his shots come from beyond the arc.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
Zach LaVine, he's checked in for the Kings. Monk comes in for Carter. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, these teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. Fourth, Sacramento.
This is a squad that will tax you for any mistake or loose ball. They know how to snatch the rock and run flat out to make sure they capitalize.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Pass to Dinwiddie. The 3 is up. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in the game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
And a great story, Stan. Keon Ellis signed a 2-way contract as an undrafted free agent in 22.
Well, he's a fantastic defender and still rounding out the rest of his game. BA, it's another example of how the 2-way contract rule has been great for this league.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Ellis outside. Pass to Monk. Now here's Ellis. Give him 8. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Charlotte Hornets. On Saturday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And you know, for that matchup with the Grizzlies, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Now here's Dinwiddie in his last outing with 12 points.
You're confusing his defender. Just a smart little fake out by Dinwiddie.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for Charlotte, Dinwiddie, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Dinwiddie.
And every season, Dinwiddie just seems to get better, wanting to take on more and more responsibility. You have to appreciate his work ethic.
And Sacramento making a change here. Jones is checked in. And a change for the Hornets. Plumlee's checked in for Williams. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. The Kings lead by 3. Outside Jones. Outside Monk. Jones sets a screen. Sexton against Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Money on the 19-footer.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Hornets trail by 5. Dinwiddie passes to Plumlee. And here's Sexton. High arcing shot. And that one drops.
And sometimes a soft shot is the best way to beat the defense. Nice work by Sexton.
Sabonis against Plumlee. Sabonis right side. Outside Monk. Play clock here. The Kings need to get one up. They grab their own miss. Shot's good by Sabonis.
You have a touch of Sabonis around the rim. I mean, it's fantastic.
Dinwiddie passes to Plumlee. Outside Sexton. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Plumlee. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Sacramento with some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Jones. And a change for the Hornets. Miller's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Pass to Eubanks. DeRozan against Sexton. DeRozan down low. 10 points in his last outing. Oh, DeRozan sinks it through contact.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Bridges outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Eubanks. The Kings lead by 6. Outside Monk. Eubanks the screen. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Charlotte, no good that time either. For Sacramento, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Outside Levine. Eubanks the screen to the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Bridges. His last outing, he had 24 points. Over DeRozan. Nails the baby hook.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, like a lot of us in 2020, Zach LaVine was bitten by the golf bug.
Well, when the season came to a halt, he had to find something to do. I know you're big into that, although I bet Zach's got a little better swing than you, B.A.
I totally agree. That free throw, no good.
Well, you love to have a shooter like Levine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on the floor.
Carter, he's checked in for Sacramento. Good on the second one. Here's Dinwiddie. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Miles Bridges.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Levine against Miller. Dinwiddie outside. Plumlee, a screen on Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. Misses off the right iron. Sacramento leading by 9. Here's Levine, plenty of space. And he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
Well, there's no doubting Levine's scoring ability. He can score it from anywhere.
Bridges, a screen on Carter. Up top, Bridges. Miller outside. Back to Bridges. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
An underrated playmaker. I like seeing DeRozan share the ball like this.
Here's Sexton. 17 points for him last game against Portland. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Plumlee, a screen on DeRozan. Here's Bridges. Again, the miss by Bridges.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
DeRozan. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Bridges, a screen on Carter. Bridges outside. They still need this. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big plays.
DeRozan passes to Carter. DeRozan down low. He's against Bridges. DeRozan gets inside and scores.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. He had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Bridges with it. He's got 7. Shot clock at 6. That shot missing. And so it's the Sacramento Kings now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, DeMontis. Thus far, more success than your last game. What improvements have you made?
We're trying to come out from the get, trying to get under them. Last game we played very loose. Coach was like, good teams are just going to torch you out there. So our mentality today was really pressure them.
Got to keep it loose. Thanks, DeMontis.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the famed half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Too bad. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
You take a look at the Hornets. They've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Kings.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end, when you can turn misses into makes, that's found money.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Dinwiddie. Monk and Levine man the backcourt. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. That's Doug Christie's 5 as we get into the second half. Will grant a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller, and he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Miller hits them both. The Kings lead by 10. On the wing, Levine. Check by Sexton. Levine against Sexton. Picked by Sabonis. Here's Levine. Kicks it to DeRozan. Outside Monk. 4 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Pass to Sexton. The three ball. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
I'll tell you, you can get a lot of mileage putting Sabonis in the 2-minute game.
Hornets trail by 9. Sexton passes to Plumlee. Dinwiddie outside. On the wing, Sexton. Over Levine. Sacramento grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Monk. Back to DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Miller. Off the mark there with a 3. Well, the Hornets shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. It's good.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Sexton against Levine. The shot no good.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Pass to Miller. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Now Sabonis. Outside Murray. Sacramento passing it around. Levine finds Murray. Now here's DeRozan. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds in the game. For 3, Sexton. DeRozan with the rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Levine. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the mid-range shot is not a lost art for Levine. He's a very skilled guy in that area.
Now here's Miller. Give him 8 points now. Dinwiddie outside. Again, the miss by the Hornets. The Kings lead by 9. Here's Levine, and he gets it to go from the high post. Levine's got 12 points.
Well, Levine may have cut down on his mid-range attempts, but he's still more than capable from that.
Bridges outside, launches a 3, knocks down the long J. 10 points for him.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
since the All-Star break concluded, here's a view of which teams are leading the league in second chance points. Fifth, the Hornets.
Second half of the season, they've made a concerted effort to compete on the offensive glass, and you see it in the numbers.
Monk looking around. DeRozan outside. Sabonis with a screen on Miller. Here's DeRozan. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
6 of their last 10 points have come from that mid-range area.
Now Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Here's Plumlee. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Outside Levine. DeRozan against Miller. Stopped home by DeRozan on the jam.
Tonight, DeRozan has been an absolute menace. Once he gets cooking on offense, he keeps looking for his shot.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers to help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing, guys."
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you.
It's all good.
In for Sacramento, and the Hornets making a change here as well. Williams is checked in for Bridges. Williams looking around. Pass to Sexton. Levine with a steal. And here's Sabonis. Back to Levine. DeRozan against Miller. Double team on DeRozan. Here's Levine for 3. The Hornets pull it in.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
The Kings lead by 10. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Dinwiddie passes to Plumlee. Got it. Plumlee's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Outside Murray. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Miller. And DeRozan gets it to go. On the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. A 12-point game. Miller on the wing. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Tipped.
A defensive playmaker. Ellis makes things happen at this end of the court.
Pass to Levine. The 3. Hornets with the rebound.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Off with the layup.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Ellis. Give him 8 points now. Murray for 3. Williams grabs the board. Miller on the wing, defended by Murray.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Miller.
2 minutes.
A step-back shot. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Sabonis with a screen on Miller. DeRozan can't connect from short range. Hornets trail by 12. Miller outside. Pass to Plumlee. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Dinwiddie outside. Plumlee finds Miller. Over DeRozan. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Here's Levine. Back to Ellis. Lets it fly. And it's DeRozan missing. Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Sexton passes to Plumlee. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Ellis. Outside Sexton. Here's Miller. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Now here's Levine. He's got 12. Here's Ellis. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Ellis has got 11 points.
Quick work off the catch by Ellis. This is why his teammates and coaches encourage him to remain aggressive.
Dinwiddie outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
For 2.
First free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He does not get the second one. Monk for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. Sacramento on top, leading by 14. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Sacramento leading by 14. On the floor for Charlotte, Bridges and Williams, the combo up front. Trey Mann out there with Knippel, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Monk. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
On the wing man, he's guarded by Ellis. Williams knocks down the 3.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Pass to Šarić. Back to Ellis. Outside Monk. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Green.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up and that's what's important.
Deflected. Outside Levine. Pass to Ellis. Now Monk. Inside. Here's Saric. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Saric has gotten his first bucket of the night. Green. A screen. On the wing man. He's guarded by Ellis. Pulls up. Monk grabs the miss.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Now here's Monk. Ellis outside. Buries it from 3. And the Kings lead by 18.
Big-time scoring night from Ellis. These are a giant bonus for his team. They mostly want Keon to be a shutdown defender.
Man with it. He's guarded by Ellis. And here's Knipple from the arc. Zach LaVine clears it away.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Sacramento making a change here. Murray's checked in, and the Hornets making a change here as well. Plumlee's checked in. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to man. Green, a screen. Shot clock at 6. Outside man. And miss after miss right now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Monk. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside man. Pass to Knipple. To the paint. With the fadeaway. Plumlee, no good. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now here's Levine. Here's Monk. Misses the jumper.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggling.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Here's Ellis. After the basket by Charlotte. Monk for 3. Rebounded by Green.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Bridges outside. There's the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Pass to Levine. And here's Murray. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Here's Knipple. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
And it's Monk missing. Hornets trail by 21. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Ellis outside. Sacramento passing it around. And it's Monk missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Bridges. Zach LaVine clears it away.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
And another miss by Sacramento.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Pass to Bridges. Outside man. On the wing. Green. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And he simply makes them pay for the lackluster defense.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Please welcome to the floor your 916 crew.
For our presentation of the player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Boy, once he got it going, the fans really got behind him. He picked up on that energy, and it seemed to get him going even more. Sacramento leading by 18. Outside Monk. DeRozan against Miller. On the wing, DeRozan. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Miller. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Bridges misses.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Oh, the guy is a monster around the rim. Now, if Sabonis is in close, he's going right for it.
On the wing, Sexton. He's covered by LaVine. Miller, the pass to Bridges. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
DeRozan against Miller. Looking to end this cold spell. And the layup by DeRozan.
Yeah, they've had their hands full with DeRozan. He is scary when he gets it going.
Dinwiddie passes to Plumlee. And here's Bridges for three. Sexton hauled in by the Kings. Murray's got 5 rebounds in the game. DeRozan outside. Miller against Murray. Pass to DeRozan. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Sexton. He drops it from range.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Kings.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for DeMar DeRozan.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And Sabonis slams it in.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Plumlee. Outside Sexton. Over Levine. That doesn't go either for Sexton. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Outside Levine. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.